on them private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be teaching you how to make the perfect party jollof rice. You know that smoky flavorful rice that steals the show at every occasion? Yup, that's exactly what we are making. A lot of people struggle to achieve that authentic smoky taste in small quantities. But don't worry, after watching this video and following my steps, I promise you your jollof game will never remain the same. First, I started with my pepper mix. This include the bell peppers, our local tatashe, some shombo for extra heat, fresh tomatoes, onions, ginger, garlic. I'll basically list out everything and the quantities, seasoned with thyme, curry, and my aromatics basically, and popped that into the oven. In 45 minutes, this is what we had. I blended it. Now, let's get into the mixed stock. Please, I would always say, make sure you season your protein to your perfection, okay, and just bear in mind that the quality of your broth is going to also elevate the taste of your jollof or any food you're making basically. All right, so I popped up my pot, my local pot. If you can find this pot, please use it by making your jollof. All right, I fried my meat inside the oil I am still going to use to fry my jollof mix. Okay, please try to build flavors. This is what makes Nigerian rice because we try to build a flavor. All right, so let's get into the making of the rice proper. In that same oil, like I said, I added in my onions and aromatics, that is the curry and thyme. Once the onions is translucent, I added in my tin tomatoes. Please make sure to fry this for at least 7 to 10 minutes before adding your pepper mix, your already blended pepper mix, okay? And in 10 minutes, this is what we have. You can already see that the oil was floating on top. Then I added in my pepper mix. And I am still going to fry this for extra 7 minutes, okay? Please fry your tomato mix. Fry it very well. We don't want a tangy tasting jollof, alright? In 7 minutes, this is what we had. Oh my god. And then I reduced, after stirring it, I reduced some pepper mix, some of the tomato mix, so that it will not be, my jollof will not be so mushy, alright? Because you have to measure the quantity of jollof you're making, then know the quantity of base you're going to, jollof base you're going to use. So I reduced mine. I might still add a little bit, maybe towards the end of the jollof. This wonder, oh my god, it just makes the difference in your jollof. If you can find it where you are, just try it out and thank me later. And then I added in my nutmeg and stirred everything together. Please, if you're not a pro, make sure you add in your broth before adding in salt and seasoning cubes, okay? So that you don't have a salty food. I added in my broth and added more water. I am still going to, but I'm going to add my rice before adding more water so that I don't over add water. Okay, I stirred my rice very well. I am using basmati rice. You can as well use any rice of your choice. Okay, I just prefer this one. And then I added water, boiled water actually, and then stirred everything together and covered my pot to cook. I tasted my seasoning and figured I needed to add more seasoning cubes, and I did just that. Stirred it again. And please, anybody that tells you that you don't need to stir your jollof, that is going to burn, please let the person stir your jollof. It is even, we even need it to burn because it's from the effect of the rice being burnt that we get that smokiness out of it. There are people that also add a, what is it called? They just put foil inside the rice and then ignite charcoal, activate charcoal, and then make it. But what's the essence of all of those things if you can actually burn your rice? The only thing is if you're supposed to make 6 cups for the amount of people you are going to feed, you make like 7 cups for me, 1 cup will be for the ones that is going to get burnt. You get. Then after this stage, you stir your rice. Just lift it up, turn it, lift and turn, so that what is up will go down, what is down will come up. Then after this, if you have foil in your house, please, this is the time for you to cover your pot with foil. But I do not have foil. That is why I used this waterproof. Okay, it is still going to trap in the heat. It is still going to be the same effect. But please be careful so that the waterproof does not enter into the fire. If you know leave it with the talk, start to the talk another thing. Alright, then cover it, and in less than 5 minutes, this is what I had. Oh my god, like my house was literally smelling like, do you know how those places that they are cooking party rice, like maybe wedding or burial? This was how my house was smelling. If you try this recipe, oh my god, your jollof game will not remain the same. And please do not use all those fancy pots that we use these days when you're making your jollof rice. If you want to get that smokiness, please, okay, that is another tip. And some people boil their tomato mix. They boil it just the way I did, just same way I did mine, but instead of roasting it, they now boil it. But me, I prefer the roasting because it even makes it more smoky. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.